Good morning, everybody. It's Melissa Feetsum, and I'm on a rant today, so you get to listen to me rant if you would like. So I was in the car driving with a bunch of toddlers, watching the Lorax, or listening to the Lorax in the car while I was taxiing around kids, and the Lorax said, it's not about what it is, it's about what it can become. And I was like, whoa, that's like really deep. And I started thinking about that, and I was like, you know, it's so true. It's so true that no matter what situation that you're in, it's not about what it is. It's about what it can become. And that's our business in a nutshell. It doesn't matter what yesterday was or where you're at in your business. It's about what you can do with what you have. And then my mind was reeling. And then I found the Facebook memories, popped up. And it was a picture from 2011, okay, 2011. And it was a banner that I had made where I organized these events at Applebee's. And so I want to talk to you about what I did, hold on, I need some chapstick, about what I did when I first started in my business. You see people's success and you want what they have, but are you willing to work for the business that you want? That's the biggest thing. Are you willing to work for it? Because when I started my business, I had no family. I had zero family. I really didn't have any friends. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew that I wanted my business to work, and I was willing to do whatever it took to make it happen. And because I didn't know people, I was in a hard place because I knew that I needed to meet people. I knew that I needed to get my business out there. So I contacted every Applebee's within 50 miles of my home. And what I did was I organized these ladies' night events. And I'm going to write a blog post because I want you to see the pictures. I organized these every Wednesday night. I would set up an event at an Applebee's, and it was a ladies' night event. So what I did was I called every consultant, I posted everywhere, and we actually got all kinds of consultants. So we had Mary Kay, and we had different consultants showed up for these ladies' nights. And what I did was I plugged my team members into these different Applebee's all over the places. And we would show up on Wednesday nights, and we would sell, and we would network with the other consultants. And we did that for about 4 months, I think, with these Applebee's. And it was a great networking event. I met tons of people. I got consultants. I got sales. I booked parties. And I'm going to tell you, it was not easy. Like, I seriously had to call and meet with every single Applebee's manager that there was. I had to explain to him what I wanted to do and how we would do it, and that I would take care of anything. I scheduled all of these massive events at every single Applebee's every Wednesday night. I plugged consultants into every location. We had about 8 locations. So if you can imagine trying to do that just myself, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. And then what I did was I took daycares. I would take my phone and I would take a packet and I would drive around and I would say, Siri, take me to a daycare center. And I would drive like 25 minutes from my house, and I would pull up daycares or Google it even, and I would visit every single daycare that was around me. and I would drop off a packet and talk to the director of the facility, and I would let her know that I wanted to drop leave something there for the parents, and I would leave mini catalogs, and I would do a giveaway. So I would come back in a month. And then I would say, but here's a packet for you because I would love to do a fundraiser for your facility if you're interested. And then I would call them back in a week and I would try to set up a fundraiser. That's how I got started in fundraisers. And that was 6 years ago. But I worked my butt off. I would drive around for 2 hours visiting daycare centers, dropping packets off, making packets, making those follow-up calls, and I booked I booked a ton of fundraisers. I made all these connections, all these new customers, and I booked tons of parties. And I worked my butt off. And, you know, that's the thing. Are you willing to work for it? You want the success, but you have all of these million excuses. And I'm not saying that they're bad excuses. They might be really good excuses, but they're still excuses. So, you know, how hard are you willing to work for it? Another thing that I did was lead boxes. So I would drive around to restaurants and nail salons and hair salons, and I would do the same thing. I would ask if I could do a giveaway, and I told them I would give a $10 gift certificate for their business. So why did I do that? Because they're more likely to let you do a giveaway if you're buying a $10 gift certificate for their business. So I would do that. I would leave a lead box and slips for people to fill out. And the thing about that was I actually made relationships with the people who work there. So it was more networking for me, and I got consultants out of that. I got parties booked. I got orders. I actually have friends that are still friends that I met while doing that. But I did that consistently for a very long time. I called them fish bowls. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see some really horrible videos from like 6 years ago on those fish bowls. But I did those all the time. So, you know, when I was building my business, I took zero excuses. I worked hard for what I had. And that's the thing that I think people don't understand with direct sales. Direct sales is awesome if you just want some free product and you want to hang out and do whatever you want. But if you want to make it a career and you want to make money, you have to work for it. It's not just going to fall from the sky. Like, you have to get up in the morning and say, I'm going to book some parties today, and then figure out how the heck you're going to do it. But I can tell you from experience that if you are determined and you really are willing to work for your business, it's the easiest work you'll ever do. I mean, come on, like, you're not out there building construction sites in the heat and that you're networking. You're stopping by an office and making a packet or making some follow-up calls, or, you know, there is so much that you have in front of you if you're willing to work for it. There are people out there who want your product and they don't even know they have a need for it. And that's what you are for. That's what you're supposed to do, is tell people and teach people why they need your product. So if you're not willing to network and get your butt out there and start, you know, walking the streets and visiting businesses and talking to people, don't walk the streets, not like that. But you have to be willing to work for your business. Your will to succeed has to be stronger than the excuses that you carry around of why you can't get a party booked. or why you can't get new people, or why your customer group is completely dead and nobody's talking or booking. It's because you're not working your business, and there is no other way around that. I'm telling you, if your customer group is dead in the water, it's because they are mimicking what you are putting out there. You get what you give. And I am telling you that because I was the one out there booking ladies' nights events at Applebee's and visiting 100 daycares. I'm not even kidding. I visited 100 daycares. You know, I also went to schools. I pulled up a Google map of all the schools within 50 miles of me and visited every single school and talked to them about fundraisers. On Nurses Day and Teachers Day, I was at hospitals and schools dropping off little goodie bags with my information in it for all the teachers and nurses. Jackie Abrams, give me a holler if you're on here, because I dragged her butt with me all the time when we were doing this. So I just wanted to come to you today and tell you that it's not about, just like the Lorax said, it's not about what it is. It's about what it can become if you are willing to work for it. So that is Melissa's rant this morning. I just had to tell you that. I thought it was pretty powerful. Way to go, Lorax. Love that little guy. So I'm going to get off my stump this morning, and I'm going to go write a blog post so that you can actually see the pictures of these ladies' nights events that we did. And I just want to know, tell me what are you willing to do today to work your business? What are you willing to learn today? What can you do to move forward today in your business? You have to make a commitment to succeed. And if you don't, you're going to stay in the same place. So yes, my blog is buymybagsblog.com. But I'll put a link in there for everybody. But anyways, I love you guys. Have a great day.